Quicker than a caffeinated beagle, smarter than your average bear, able to depict bad stuff with great pictures. This is Quick Zips, the late night edition. Sexuality education fast.
I'm Galena Mines, and welcome to our show. We get a lot of questions about what is this STI and what is that STI. So today, we're going to talk about a nasty cast of characters by answering the question, what are bacterial STIs? First, some context. There are 3 types of infections you can get from sexual activity: parasitic, bacterial, and viral. A bacterial STI is a sexually transmitted infection that is caused by a bacterium. A bacterium is a microscopic single-cell organism. There are many different kinds of bacteria, and they do many different things. Some do good things, such as provide flavor for foods, break down garbage, and help us digest food. These guys are good bacteria, sometimes called probiotics. But many bacteria do bad things, like make us sick. We sometimes call these guys germs. Strep throat is an example of an infection caused by bacteria. Yep, they are bad news, and some of these bad boys are commonly spread by sexual contact. Therefore, bacterial sexually transmitted infections are infections caused by bacteria that are transmitted through sexual contact. And that means all types of sexual contact, not just intercourse. The most common bacterial STIs are chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis. In the United States, chlamydia and gonorrhea are the most frequently reported bacterial STIs, and the highest rates of these STIs are among teenagers and young adults. The main symptoms of chlamydia and gonorrhea are burning or pain during urination, or an unusual discharge from the penis or vagina. There is one more relatively common bacterial STI, syphilis. An early sign of syphilis is a painless sore, about a ½ inch in diameter, called a chancre. The chancre forms at the site of initial infection, usually on or around the anus, mouth, penis, or vagina. These sores often go away on their own. This is very dangerous because even though the sore goes away, if syphilis is not properly treated, the bacteria stays in the body, and over many years, it can lead to serious damage, such as blindness, paralysis, even death. In fact, not everyone who has a bacterial STI shows signs or symptoms. So, if you've had sexual contact and think something might be wrong, see a doctor, even if you don't have pain, a discharge, or sores. Because any bacterial STI that is not treated can cause long-term health problems, including infertility, chronic disease, increased risk of HIV infection, cancer, and even death. The good news is that bacterial STIs can be cured. That is, a doctor can completely get rid of the bacteria in your body. This is done with special medicines called antibiotics, which only work on bacteria. But you first need to know you have an STI, and the only way to know for sure is to see a doctor and get tested. Another common STI that is a bit harder to pin down is trichomoniasis, or trich. Trichomoniasis is a protozoan, which is a type of parasite, but it causes burning and a yellow-green discharge, similar to gonorrhea and chlamydia, and it is treated with medicine just like GNCR. Although technically a parasite, we'll put trich in the bacterial group because its symptoms and treatment are similar to other bacterial STIs. By the way, there is one more very common sexual health issue that is a bit harder to pin down. It is called bacterial vaginosis, or BV. It's not really an STI, but it involves bacteria in the vagina, can be triggered by sexual activity, and it only affects women. BV occurs when the normal balance of beneficial and harmful bacteria in the vagina gets out of whack. Not much is known about what causes BV, but having a new sex partner or multiple sex partners increases risk, as does douching. BV causes burning, itching, and other symptoms similar to gonorrhea and chlamydia. The really good news is that all bacterial STIs can be avoided by not having sexual contact. That is, by being abstinent. That's it for this segment of Quick Zips, the late night edition.